Spring has sprung. Are you ready for some football? The Iowa Western women's soccer team is ready for its new coach. Ready to run with the men's and women's track teams. How many going to nationals this year? But first, happy River Easter. Open for some good home cooking. Hey, away from home for the holiday, but does it matter?
Hi, I'm Alex.
I'm Josh, and we're part of the Iowa Western track team.
The Bluffs Sports Zone starts right now.
Hello, I'm JJ Davis, and welcome to this latest edition of the Bluffs Sports Zone. Now, who doesn't like this time of year? As the weather makes everything better, or almost everything. And if you're a football fan, well then, you know what time it is. East Mississippi runs away from Iowa Western in the 2014 National Championship game. Well, it's a new year and a new beginning. Beginning at 6:30 a.m.
Build some toughness. That's part of it. No, part of it's just it's easier to get onto the field at that time. You don't have to go after, and then before they get into classes. We can't. It's beautiful now, but they got to start school. We've got to get them back so they can get into their classes. Our philosophy is we're going to throw a lot of stuff at them in the spring, and then also we're trying new stuff. But we're going to throw a lot at them this year. Just because we have some ideas that we want to do.
Fight him a little bit, defense.
Being in the Jayhawk League last year, and some things that we've seen that we got to implement that we didn't maybe have in the past.
Let's welcome your Iowa.
If the past is any indication, then quarterback Zach Martin started one game last year. The then redshirt freshman throws a school record 6 touchdown passes in a win over DuPage.
I need to work on getting the ball out quicker, running the zone read, pulling it and throwing it. And, just being a leader, a vocal leader on the team, help us, go back to the national championship.
Yeah.
It's pretty the same. We're trying to move the tempo up. We're trying to go even faster than we did last year.
Really? How so?
Yeah, now we got speed session groups. Now we're trying to get offense go faster tempo, stuff like that.
3 starters are back with the O show. 4 on the D side.
Doing the little things, just mentally. Just even some big games, there was at times, athletically I felt that we could do it, but we just maybe gave up a play mentally. So just sharpen up some of those things.
We got a lot of linebackers that can move. So we got some speed at linebacker, then we got some good corners that can cover. We got some D linemen that can, are strong.
Our defense is really in and out at times right now because we don't know who's going to start. We don't know who's going to be our leader or anything like that. So right now we're just playing as a whole.
One of the reasons why we've been so successful is we play pretty sound football, and our guys may not be the most talented, but they don't make a lot of mistakes, mental mistakes. And I think that's where we really got to evaluate our guys right now. Can we count on them in there? Are they going to play sound, or are they going to play within the system and not do their own thing?
The Reavers continue this spring thing for 5 more weeks. 20 practices in all. Now, it's a new year and a new beginning. Iowa Western working for a different ending this time around. Isn't that the truth, huh? Now, spring ball to me, at the 4-year level, is confusing enough with different names, different guys on the roster. But it's even more confusing at the JUCO level, with guys coming and going every other week, it seems. The Reavers kick off spring practice on March 26th. Now, Iowa Western will hold 20 workouts in all. Coach Stroh told me 82 or so guys have come out. And of course, that number will balloon to around 150 for fall camp. Now, with all the new names set to come in from in-state and especially out of state, you can't really lock down who is in and who is out on the depth chart. But you can get a glimpse, maybe, at the spring game, Friday night, May 1st at Lewis Central. The Iowa Western women's soccer team, national champs and runners-up the last 2 years, has found its new coach. He's Adam Sanchez. The 36-year-old comes to Council Bluffs after 6 seasons at the College of Southern Maryland. Now, during that time, the Hawks won 58 games. CSM won back-to-back Maryland Junior College titles in 2012 and 2013. It finished 8th at Nationals in 13. Adam Sanchez, next man up to guide the Iowa Western women's soccer juggernaut. And of course, I hope to hook up with the new coach after he arrives on campus for good April 13th or so. Hey, hope you had a good Easter. Some Reavers did, and it wasn't open for debate. But first, the Iowa Western track team's running with some heavy hitters when we come back.
The Mid-America Center is the Heartland's premier entertainment and convention center. April 4th and 28th, the Omaha Roller Girls are back at the MAC in roller derby action. And on April 11th and 12th, USA Wrestling returns. The MAC offers free parking for all events, including those in the convention center. March 21st and 22nd, it's the Callahan Craft Show. Then May 29th through the 31st, Okamacon comes to Council Bluffs. Tickets, information, and more at midamericacenter.com.
If you store your guns properly.
So not just anyone can get to them.
I'll feel safer when I'm playing outside.
Safer when walking home.
I won't have to tell so many family members. I'm sorry.
I won't hear as many scary stories. Or scary news reports.
I won't have to hold someone's hand and shout you're gonna make it.
And I won't have to tell my kids, this isn't a drill.
Please.
Please.
Please. Please.
Please.
Do it for us.
For us. Do it for us.
Your family, friends, and neighbors are all counting on you. Never let your gun get into the wrong hands. If you own a firearm and are not using it, please be responsible and be sure that it's stored in a safe place. Remember, always, lock it up. For more information on firearm storage safety, visit ncpc.org.
My life is full of statistics. Thing is, I could have dropped out of school and become one myself, but I didn't because I had people that believed in me. Here's another statistic. 7,000 students drop out every school day. That's one every 26 seconds. It's time that students know that we believe in them.
Inspire a student and share your message of support at boostup.org.
Listen now, can you hear the bluebirds? Oh, look up now, can you feel the sun?
This portion of the Bluff Sports Zone brought to you by Cutler O'Neill, Meyer Woodring, family-owned funeral home, serving Council Bluffs in southwest Iowa for over 100 years.
The Iowa Western men's and women's track teams getting better and better every year, it seems. And for still such a young program overall, it's come a long way. So what's it going to be this spring? The Reavers going to win the regional? And you know, you just get the feeling that the program is this close from taking it to the next level. Well, ladies first. Here's IWTV student Drake Curry.
The Iowa Western women's track team is off to a good start. The Reavers have already qualified for 4 events at nationals.
My women's team is depth is deeper than it's ever been. I was actually quite disappointed that we didn't finish top 5 in the country, even though our women ended up 7th.
Distance runner Sierra Hughes, a member of the Reavers All-American 4x8 indoor team, looks to do the same outdoors.
I really want to qualify for nationals again. I was a 4-time qualifier indoor, so I'm hoping that I can pull out some more good races and qualify for a few more individual events.
Unique Bennett finished 4th in the 600-meter run at the national indoors. The sophomore is part of the Reaver relay team that has also qualified for the outdoor national meet.
Because of the people and the coaches, they push you to go further in your career.
Really nice and easy to get along with. Them to cheer you on, to have support. It's always important to have people there to cheer you on, especially during your races. Helps boost you up.
Well, every day is an expectation, making sure kids are here, making sure they're working hard, making sure they're putting 100% of their time and effort into their track and into their academics. And there's a lot of expectation, okay? When those expectations are met, then we see success as a team, we see success as individuals. So, we got to set those expectations high for ourselves individually, as a team, and then once those things are done, we'll hopefully see some success as a team in the end.
A strong women's team competes in 5 more meets, including the Drake Relays, before coming back home for regionals. For Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Drake Curry.
The Reavers placed 5th at the national indoor meet and have already qualified 3 for outdoor nationals.
We're coming off a phenomenal indoor season. Our men's team was 5th in the country, tied with Iowa Central. Pretty excited about that. The ground that we've made up there, head to head. We came off with a bunch of All-Americans, 2 national champions. So we got a lot of momentum going into outdoor season. We're pretty excited.
Emmett Satzer's team is ranked 5th in the nation. The Reavers take it 1 event at a time.
Decathlon is 10 events. There's you have 2 days to do that, 5 events one day, 5 events the next day. It'll be sprints, jumps, throws, and mid sprints and distance race.
I'm excited to try steeple. I haven't done it before, so I'm really excited to try that. I have really high expectations, hoping to try and qualify in the steeple actually for a national meet.
We got some pretty high expectations on the jump side. A lot of us have been jumping really well at the early part of the season. So for this outdoor season, we're all looking to hit some big marks and try and get in that national stage and compete well.
Indoor went pretty good for me. I PR'd in all my events I ran. It was a pretty good indoor season overall for me and the team.
Many on the team have captured the attention of D1 schools, including national qualifier Strumar Livingston.
Probably one of the top recruited kids in the country right now is Strymar Livingston. He's pretty much being looked at by every major Division I track and field program in the country.
I took 4 visits to LSU, Indiana, KU, and Iowa State.
Focusing a lot on track, but I've been looking at a few schools in Kansas and 1 school in Florida, KU and Kansas State.
University of Kansas, Southern Mississippi, amongst a few, Iowa State as well. Right now it's just kind of narrowing it down to the coach that I like and the program that I want to be a part of.
The men are only after personal success. The Reavers are after gold found in Hutchinson, Kansas.
Personal goal for this outdoor season would be to finish top 5 at nationals. It's definitely realistic. Right now I'm ranked 4th for the outdoor rankings.
We always try to beat Iowa Central. They're our main rivals, so to beat them at our regional meet would be awesome.
Everybody on the team wants to place top 3 nationals, if not win nationals.
The men will complete in 5 more meets. Iowa Western will then host the Regional 11 Championships at the end of April. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Cole McAfee.
Thanks, Cole. From the track to the diamond, hitting and running on the road. Hey, a lot of running, jumping, and throwing at the Easter Open. Yeah, no bunnies allowed. After the break.
At Council Plus Savings Bank, you still get personalized customer service.
We have identity-safe checking with LifeLock, identity theft protection.
You get personal mortgage lending to fit your needs now and in the future.
You get business banking with the latest technology because saving you time saves you money.
At Council Plus Savings Bank, you get people who answer when you call and local employees who are actively involved in our community. Council Plus Savings Bank, hometown banking the way it used to be.
They said I couldn't dream. Called me a piece of trash and swore that's all I'd ever be. Said a bottle couldn't see the ocean. Give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
And then from this angle, it all makes a star.
I'm a teacher. Let me tell you what I make. I make learning a privilege, not a chore.
Show up
And frustration, a tool, not an obstacle. I make working hard seem easy, and giving up impossible.
And then we're gonna turn the lights and everybody look up.
I make an old subject feel like a fresh thought.
Finally won.
What's your reaction gonna be? Yeah, exactly.
And unconventional methods
Okay, what else?
common.
This is their world.
There's nothing.
And then they die. Go ahead, go, go, go.
I'm a teacher. I make more.
Watch CBTV 17 online at cbtv17.com, on YouTube. Stay connected and like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. CBTV 17, available in high definition online.
Your future is here at CBTV. You're in the game. You take the shots. It's your story. The Media Studies program at Iowa Western. Real reality TV starring you. For more information, go to iwcc.edu. You know, we had a number of really nice days in a row, and then not so much. Just in time for the big track meet. What luck. Now the Iowa Western track team's ready to roll, and the event, the Reaver Easter Open. And as I said, the weather, well, kind of cold and overcast at times, but still, some of the times posted, hot, hot, hot. Here's IWTV student Tyler Derrickson.
The Reavers run with Iowa Central and Colby in a tri-meet. No team standings are kept. Iowa Western starts the day with the men's javelin. Isaac Reiselman wins it. The freshman competing in the event for the first time wins it with a throw of 153 feet and 1 inch.
At first, when I felt the wind, I'm like, oh, it's just gonna kill that jav's flight pattern. But then we got our headwind jav out, and it just flew for us today.
Next, the men's 3,000 meter steeplechase. Colby's Chris Speaks runs away with it. The Trojan trounces the field and wins by a full minute and a half. The Reavers' Reed Wagner finishes in the top 3. Women's 100 meter hurdles, Sharnique Lowentz crosses the tape first. The Reaver wins it with a time of 14.7 seconds. Men's 5,000, Sylvester Barus finishes first. The sophomore comes in with a national qualifying time of 15 minutes and 22 seconds.
There's always an advantage when you run at home. It's just like when you play basketball, when you play football, you're on your home field. You know, there's always an advantage being at home. You know, the weather's not great today, but I think our kids are going to do well just because they are at home and going to get an opportunity to run on their own track.
Sydney Davis wins the 110 and 400-meter hurdles for the men, while Yannick Bennett wins the 400-meter hurdles and 4x1 relay for the women. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Tyler Derricks.
Thanks, T. So, not a bad holiday for the Iowa Western track and field teams. Puts up some impressive numbers, and for some PRs, some personal records. As you heard, 3 teams compete in the holiday meet. Did not keep team standings. Iowa Western wins 12 events overall, 7 on the guys' side, 5 on the ladies. But most importantly, in all, 6 more Reavers qualify for nationals. Up next, our play of the week, running wild on Easter weekend. Hey, the Iowa Western softball team running the bases away from Reavers country. Get caught on the other side.
For more than a quarter century, thousands of Southwest Iowa athletes have relied on this team, Jenny Ed Sports Med. Their sole focus is to prevent, diagnose, and treat your sports injury. They even partner with the surgeons at Ortho West, ensuring you get your own exclusive roadmap back to action. Methodist Jenny Ed Sports Med invites all Southwest Iowa athletes to its free walk-in clinic, open every Saturday morning, August through October. Jenny Ed Sports Med.
Body language. Without saying a word, it can tell you so much. Like someone is having a stroke. Know the sudden signs. Learn fast. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time. Time to call 911 immediately. The sooner they get to the hospital, the sooner they'll get treatment. And that can make a remarkable difference in their recovery. Learn the body language, the sudden signs, and spot a stroke fast.
This is the moment I knew. His future had no boundaries.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
Schedule your campus visit today. Iowa Western. The world is waiting.
I gotta be honest. When I saw the baseball team lost at Indian Hills, I was like, what? But then again, nobody goes 56-0. The 6th-ranked Reavers are in the meat of their schedule. Iowa Western steps into the box for 20 of its last 22 games against conference competition. First up, on the road at Muscatine. And as you can see, wasn't even close. Iowa Western just waxes the Cardinals, winning all 4 games. And the Reavers put up numbers like a video game to boot. 14-1, 21-0, 13-5, 12-1.
I mean, we end up scoring 60 runs, and they score 7 on a four-game weekend, and that's just us taking care of our business. We played great defense. Our starting pitching was good. You know, I just let all my starters go 4 innings, keeping their pitch counts. Hitters did well. We ran bases great. You know, because of the dimensions being a little shorter, it just kind of changes your aspect of defense and running bases. I mean, you just can't do all the things you do at a big Doc Ross field. I don't know if we're hitting our stride yet, which I don't want us to. We're working on the small ball game. I think we can bump better. I think we need to develop maybe 1 or 2 more guys out of the bullpen.
Meanwhile, on the ladies' side, Iowa Western just gets 1 game in over the weekend. The Reavers score 3 in the 4th, and the big hit, Amanda Whiteman rips a solo shot for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We've seen that before in crunch time. Iowa Western knocks off the JV 4-1.
I mean, it was 26 degrees. I mean, it wasn't, you can't really even consider it a game. We just agreed to end that game in 5 innings because it was so cold. And then we didn't play the rest of them. We had a nice little streak there, and we were playing really well. We got into conference. I don't think we're playing as well right now. We got to be a lot tougher. You know, when conference rolls around, you got to get tough, and we're not there yet. They had a lot of fight in them to keep winning, and you know, going on that long win streak and breaking the school record for wins in a row. But you know, you're asking me today, and I don't really have an answer for you. Nothing's really impressed me in the last 2 weeks, to be honest.
Now it's time for our Play of the Week, brought to you by Buena Vista University. His first time ever throwing in competition. The Reavers' Isaac Reiselman's a winner. The freshman from Carroll lets it fly, covers 153 feet 1 inch. Iowa Western's Isaac Reiselman with our Play of the Week. The Play of the Week is brought to you by Buena Vista University. Summer classes begin May 4th and June 29th. Fall classes kick off August 24th. Call 712-749-1990 to register today. And that's the name of that tune, huh? As the spring fling is well underway and will soon kick in with plenty of high school soccer, so full speed ahead. Now remember, as always, to keep it here for more news and information in your community by tuning in to the Council Bluffs News with Marie Zeitler. And so, for this latest edition of the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm J.J. Davison. As always, I'll see you around.